filter over and over again. And what we get is a nice map across the whole image of where this feature occurs. And if we look at it, it makes sense. This feature is a diagonal line slicing downward left to right, which touches the downward left to right diagonal of the axis. So if we look at our filtered image, we see that all the high numbers, 1, 177, are all right along that diagonal. That's suggesting that feature matches along that diagonal much better than it does elsewhere in the image. To shorten the here, we will actually circle and express it for the image. You have to find every possible path, and repeat that with other features. We repeat that with our X filter middle, and with our upward slicing diagonal lines above. And you see the path to begin of where that feature occurs is consistent with what we expect. So we know about the X and about where our features match. This acts of convolving an image with a bunch of filters and a bunch of features, and creating a stack of filtered images is what we'll call a convolution layer. A layer is an operation that we can stack with others, as we'll show in the convolution of one image becomes a stack of filtered images. We get as many filtered images out as we have filters. So convolution layer is one trick that we have. The next big trick we have is called pooling. This is how we strengthen each step. Now this is pretty straightforward. We start with the window size, usually 2 pixels or 3 pixels, and the size, usually 2 pixels to divide into a measure. And then we take that window and walk it strides across each of the filtered images. For each window, we take the maximum value. So to illustrate this, we start with our first filtered image. We have our 2 pixel by 2 pixel window. Within that pixel, the maximum value is 1. So we track that, and then move to our stride of 2 pixels, with 2 pixels right, and repeat. Out of that window, the maximum value is 133, etc., 155. When we get to the end, we have to decrease it. We have general all-day representatives, we take the maximum what's there. And we continue doing this across the full image. And when we're done, what we end up with is a similar pattern, but slower. We can still see our high values are all in the diagonal. But instead of 7 by 7 pixels, our filtered image, we have 4 by 4 pixels. So they have the same as one somewhere else. This is what I do is we imagine instead of starting with a 9 by 9 pixel image, we start at 9,000 by 9,000 pixel image. Shrinking it is convenient for working with things smaller. The other thing it does is pooling doesn't care where in that window the maximum value occurs. So that is a little less sensitive to position. And the way this lays out is looking for a particular feature in the image. You can be a little to the left, a little to the right, maybe a little rotated, and it'll still get picked up. So we can match pooling with all of our stack of filtered images, and get in every case smaller stack of filtered images. Now, that's the second trick. Third trick, normalization. And this is actually keep the math from blowing up and keep it working through. All we do here is everywhere in your image that there is a negative value, change it to 0. So for instance, for the exact filtered image, we have these what are called rectified linear units. That's a little computational unit that does this. But all it does is step through everywhere there's a negative value, change it to 0. That negative value changes to 0. By the time you're done, you have a very similar looking image, and there's no negative values. They're just and we do this in all of our images, and this becomes another type of layer. So in a rectified linear unit layer, a stack of images becomes a stack of images, no negative values. Now, what's really fun, the magic starts to happen here. When we take these layers, convolution layers, rectified linear unit layers, and pooling layers, and we stack them up, so that the output of one becomes the input of the next. You'll notice that what goes into each of these and what comes out of these looks like an array of pixels, or an array of pixels. And because of that, we can stack them nicely. We can use the output one to input the next. And by stacking them, we get these operations building on top of each other. What's more, we can repeat the stacks. We can do keep stacking. Imagine making a sandwich. It's not just one value, one value, one value, a whole bunch of layers, triple, quadruple layers, as many times as you want. Each time, the image gets more filtered as it goes through convolution layers, and it gets smaller as it goes through pooling layers. Now, the final layer in our toolbox is called a pooling connect layer. Here, every value gets a vote on what the answer is going to be. So we take our now much filtered and much reduced in size stack of images. We bring it down to every rate of a single list, and then each of those connects to one of our answers that we're going to go for. When we feed it an X, there will be certain values here that tend to be high. They tend to predict very strongly this is going to be an X. They gain a lot of vote for an X outcome. Similarly, when we feed in a determined O to our convolutional neural network, there are certain values here at the end that tend to be very high and tend to predict strongly when we're going down to O again. So they get a lot of weight, strong vote for the O category. Now when we get a new input and we don't know what it is, we want to decide the way this works. It's the input goes to all of our convolutional, our rectified linear unit, pooling layers, comes out again here, gives a series of votes, and then takes our weights, and then each value is to vote with. We get a nice average vote at the end. In this case, this particular set of X goes for an X strength of 0.2, and O strength of 0.51. So here, it's definitely X is the winner, and so the neural network would categorize this input as X. So in a fully connected layer, a list of feature values becomes a list of votes. Now, again, what's cool here is that a list of votes looks a whole lot like a list of feature values. So you can use the output of one for the input of the next. So you can have intermediate categories that are your final votes, or sometimes these are called unit neural network. And you can stack as many of these together as you want also. But in the end, they all end up voting for X or O. So where the most votes wins. So we put this all together, then a two-dimensional array pixel in results in a set of votes for a category out to the far end. So there are some things that we gloss over here. You might be asking yourself where all the magic numbers come from. Things that I pulled out of thin air include the features in the convolutional layers, those convenient 3 pixel by 3 pixel diagonal lines of the X. Also, the moving weights in the fully connected layers. I really made my hands about how those are attained. In all these cases, the answer is the same. There's a trick called back propagation. All of these are verbs. You don't have to know them. You don't have to guess them. The neural network does what you want to. So the underlying It's just you know a little bit to keep it narrow. Now there are some things called hyperparameters. These are not the designers or the designers. These are not learned automatically. In convolution, figuring out how many features should be used, how many of those features should be created alongside. In the pooling layers, choosing the window size and the window stride. In the fully connected layers, choosing the number of hidden neurons and hidden neurons. All of these things are decisions that designers. Right now, there are some common practices that tend to work better than others, but there is no principal way, there's no right decimal to the right decisions. And in fact, a lot of the advantages in convolution networks are in combinations of these that work really well. Now, in addition to this, there are other things that designers on how they use each type of layer and in what order. And for those that really like to go off the rails, you can design two types of layers entirely and split them into everything to do with behaviors. These are all things that people are playing with, trying to eke out more performance and address feature problems. What's really cool about these talking about images, where you can use any two-dimensional or three-dimensional footage data. But what's important is that in your data, things close together or close to things far away. go and check that out for your station. After you have data, the next thing you need to do is ask the SHARP question. And the thing you're looking for is your target in the data? I'll explain what I mean by that. To start with, if you have a vague question, it doesn't have to be answered with a name or a number. You can imagine that there's a genie in a lamp that emerges from a lamp and it will answer any question you ask it truthfully. So it's a genie, and it will answer as uncomfortably as it can. So if you ask it a vague question like, how can I increase my abundance? You can get an answer like, work harder. True as far as it goes, but it's not specific enough to help. Whereas, if you ask it a SHARP question that's actually answered with a name, such as, how many times will the pizza that I built get used by a new user? The genie can't help but give you the correct numerical answer to that question. There's no wiggle room. That's the type of question you want to ask your data. You need to make sure that your data includes your target. Your target is an example of answers to your question that came in the past. So if your question is, what will my stock price be next week? Your target is a history of stock prices. So you can gather sales information by region, information on your competitors' products. You can gather information about your users and how long they've been around, and external information about markets. But none of that will do you any good in answering your question until you also have a history of your stock price, so you can line it up with those and find the patterns. If you don't have your target in the data, go get more data. If you do, take a data table. It's not quite as trivial as it sounds. You have to go in your table so that there's one target value per row, one instance of your target variable for each row. In this case, the stock price history. We recorded the stock price and it flows every day, so we have one row per day. Now, a lot of the data we like to include doesn't naturally occur once per day. For instance, total users. The way we store this data is username and date point, a long list. In order to get total users, we have to aggregate some of that list. This is a common method to get these to line up in rows. Another way, the common method is to distribute. If there's some quantity like last month's sales or new users last month, they're going to be the same for this entire month. Last month is still the same. Then what? Is that the whole month?
シフト伝票
and copy it across all of the relevant rows. Another thing we find ourselves doing quite often is peer-to-peer. So for instance, days is press release or days is product release. In this case, our data may be stored as a date and the name of the press release. In order to find the date in the press release, we have to take the date from the last press release and today's date, subtract them for our calculation. Something we have to do is create ourselves. We have to go out and gather that data. If someone else collected it for us, we have to then. So we have to get it from scratch. That's something like the average Dow Jones Industrial Average for each day. Another thing we can do is estimate. Sometimes at the time we create our table, we don't have the most recent data, and we can't calculate or distribute or aggregate to get a number. So we may have to budget business data guesses. If we know if we have a basis for making a guess, that's better than leaving it blank. We still added some information. But when all else fails, we can leave blanks. Normally too many, the more we leave, the trickier it gets to do quality data science. But there are ways to handle it. So after the data is in the table with one row per instance of the target, the next step is to check for quality. We want to make sure the data is accessible to use. So here's the table. We can see going through the columns. The very last row is our target variable. Where is the gate? Gives a bunch of data on different superheroes and supervillains. And we want to be able to predict in the future whether or not they are a gate based on everything else we know about.
中山駅近くですね
Data to quality. I don't know any shortcuts to the process of walking through the data. What this means is you go to the first column. You look at the title. You think about what it means. If it's not clear, you look up what it means. If it's not clear, you find out what it means. If you still don't know, you maybe guess what it means. With that in mind, you visually scroll through the data. For large data sets, you want to be able to look at the whole data set. So you can look at aggregations. You can look at the unique values. You can look at histograms, how much of each value occur, and make sure that it makes sense. Make sure that you don't see anything that makes you cough your head. Switch the things that don't look right. Because if you do, then it probably means there's an error in the data, and it may need correction or clarification. This is almost always the case in real data. So we will go through this data. First, we look at the ID column. We'll scan through that, and it becomes pretty clear. This is just a unique numerical identifier for each row. Very common in data sets. Look at the next column. First name. This looks like all fine first names. They're all alphabetical. They're all capitalized. They seem formatted well. Same with the last names. All very plausible. No red flags. When we get to birth year, we assume this is the year that each of these individuals was born. But some of these quantities don't look like years at all. Some of them have straight punctuation. Peter Parker's year looks like it's someone retyped number one several times. Some have quotes. If you look down at Thor, 2287 BC, that's a perfectly valid year, but by hitting BC on there, it becomes non-numerical. And the machine learning algorithm how it works with it. In order to clean this up, each of the entries are all formatted the same way. After we go through and fix them, this is what it looks like. We even took the 2287 BC and turned it into negative 2287, so that it could very easily be interpreted by our algorithm. Next, we look at height. This is nice. Easy to interpret. Uniformly formatted. The difficulty here is we know that 61 is much closer to 62 than it is to 51. That's not represented when these things are extreme symbols. The code is 62 words. Once we see the 6 digits, now they're naturally interpretable by the algorithm. We look at the birthplace, and again, some like very recently formatted names. It looks like we have this already on this column. We have an unknown in there, but that's reasonable enough. say yes or no. Does this person have a secret identity? So, if you say yes, he's in the moral world, not applicable. If you're totally clear what that means, we look at a picture about Zoom, missing. Again, it's not totally obvious what that means. He had a bad time, nothing at all. So there's some ambiguity in the data. In order to use this, we need to figure out what is intended here. And in some cases, make some guesses, or do a little bit of research, talk to who reported it, or if they've left the company, talk to someone who heard something about it. Every row is wide or again, uniform representation, two levels, very easy. Next one, can fly. Again, it appears that difficult is an indicator of whether an individual can fly. But it looks like whoever entered this was using different standards. Some are numerical, a 3 and a 9 is smaller than 1. It's clear, based on the fact that Clark Kent is 12, and in this range of 3, that some numbers can fly. We have Doge, Jet, presumably can fly, but in a jet. Lev, which we use to research by the short part planes. Okay, so not applicable, blank. So again, in taking this representation, when we first look at this, we look at all of the unique values. We plot a histogram of how many times this occurs. It's clear that there's a lot of noise and a lot of different standards. After we go through and clean it up, it becomes very simple. Yes, no. In some cases, this is oversimplification, but it helps us bring out the picture very well. Again, alignment. Another case, lots of different things. Lots of different ways to get anything to confuse. We go through, we look at what it means, and we unify it. And in this case, we end up with 3 levels. Mostly good, some bad, and 1 neutral. So me and Kyle is tough to categorize. It's okay to have more than 2 categories. It's okay to have more than 10 categories, as long as the representation is uniform, and everything that's intended to be the same is called the same. We finally get to verification. We treat the target variable just like any other. Look through, think about what it means, and unify it. Now, we have a nice, clean, rectangular, non-empty, uniform representation. This data is ready to start processing now. So, the next step, transform features. And are the new features predictive? We'll talk about what that means. Sometimes, the data that you get needs a little bit of massaging before it can help you answer your question. This is called feature engineering. This is a fancy word for taking the features that you already have and doing something to them, to change them, combine them, break them down. I'll take an example of this. So, this data right here, column 0, column 1, column 2, they're all numerical. Column 2 is our target. We want to use column 0, column 1, column feature 0, and feature 1 to predict feature 2, our regression target. These are going to draw a line through a plot, try to predict the normal feature 2. So we plot feature 0 against the target, and feature 1 against the target. And we draw the best line we can through those fuzzy blobs. It's a flat line. There's no slope to it at all. That's very unsatisfying. What that means is that if you tell me throughout feature 1 the value of feature 2 is 0, I'm going to predict the same value of the regression target every time. Same value for feature 2. It's a constant guess. So it's not very predictive. Sure enough, there's a measure of the goodness of that line as a model, as a description of data. That's called the coefficient of determination. When it's 1, the description is perfect. When it's 0, the description is minus. We're pretty close to 0. We don't look close. So, now, I tell you, now when we create this feature and plot it against the peak speed, we get a very different picture. We get a nice swoosh. And sure enough, the best line that fits through that is very predictive. Now, if you tell me the difference between feature 1 and feature 0, I can make a pretty good guess what the peak speed was between these two. And sure enough, the coefficient of determination of 1 now will be 8, very close to 1. So in order to get this performance, we will take this research to the correct line and pull up the information. But we have to transform some of the numbers into the information that we have. There are lots of different ways to do feature engineering. Some of them are data specific. They take advantage of the fact that with certain types of data, like images, interesting information is stored in field ways, temporary text. And then we'll get the frequency that words occur and divide that or scale that by the this talk, but I'd like to use it for a teaser. There's another talk that I gave recently that I'll share a link to at the end of this talk on the fundamentals of how deep learning works. Everything well, no math, no code, just for the concepts. Now, you've taken your data, you asked a sharp question, put it in the table, checked it, it's high quality, you've done your feature engineering. Now, you're ready to answer your question. What you're looking for is whether that answer is clear, whether it lets you do what you want to do. This is where machine learning comes in. It uses statistics to look at patterns in the past to predict patterns in the future. So all the questions you can ask of your data, it might surprise you that there are really only 5 questions that machine learning can answer, or 5 types of questions, or separations. The first one is how much or how many. Examples of this are, what will the temperature be on Tuesday? Or what are my sales next quarter? They're questions that ask for a number. The type of algorithms that answer this are called regression algorithms. They involve fitting a line or curve or surface to data. It can be used as a simplified version, a cartoon version of data. And we'll show how this works in just a few minutes. But how much or how many is a very common question to ask for data. Another very common question is, which category? If I get a picture, is the picture an image of a cat or a dog? Or if I see a radar signature, of all the aircraft in my lifetime, which aircraft is probably called this? Or I read this article, of all the topics I've seen in the past, which topic or topics do this article cover? This type of algorithm is called classification. And I asked you assign a category, a set of categories to be examples. The third question that you can ask of your data is which groups can naturally break down into. This is pretty common. Sometimes you just want to take naturally gives you a bag full of evidence and break this into distribution. Similarly, no matter how you do it, we'll probably start doing it by color. But if you also do it by weight, or by family, or by sugar content, there's lots of different ways to do it. So how they do it, it can be helpful. So common examples of this are when summers have similar features movies. If you ever watch movies streaming online, you probably have movies recommended to you. This is the result of an algorithm that asks you a question. Which viewers like the same kind of movies? And then look at which movies your compatriots issue. We got to feed that. They're recommended to you. Another very popular question to ask right now is this weird? You have a long history of observations and experience, and it's very useful to be able to identify when something weird happens. Or surprised, hey, I haven't seen this before, or at least not very often. So for instance, if you drive a car and has pressure changes in the tire, it's nice to be able to answer the question, is this pressure reading on the tire? If you have some kind of internet security issue, it's nice to be able to answer the question, is this internet message suitable? Your credit card company is always asking the question, is this combination of purchases very different from what the customers may have had? When things are weird, it doesn't necessarily mean that something's wrong, but it can. And when something's wrong, there's usually something weird about it. So it's a great place to focus your detective efforts. Finally, the fifth question is, which action should I take? So in the case where a machine, especially a robot, needs to make a decision, it's a low consequence decision, one that the machine needs to make a lot. We use functional learning as a way to take this into our experience. So for instance, an automatic temperature control system in the building needs to answer the question, should I raise or lower the temperature? And a vacuum cleaner in your house needs to answer the question, should I vacuum the living room again or stay plugged into my charging system? And a self-driving car may need to answer the question, should I brake or accelerate in response to that yellow light? This is a little bit different than the other questions. I'm including it for completeness. And we'll talk about it today. So, machine learning algorithms are kind of magical until you dig in. We're going to hold the curtain back and show that it's not really magic at all. It's just a little bit of math. So, as an example, I walked in to the machine. And it's setting for 1.35 terabytes. And I just told that thing. But first, I learned how much it's going to cost so I can save. So what I do is I go to the case and I look at all of the values. It looks like a parallel line. And it's just an eyeball. You take a marker and draw a straight line right down. such. And the data scientist interpretation of this is the line is the ideal. It's what the baseline price is per weight of the diamond. But because the real world is a little bit gritty, a little bit unpredictable, things happen you just can't account for. Some of them are going to be higher, some of them are going to be lower. And that's called noise or variance. So your data is always the model, plus a little bit of noise. This is what we have here. So, with the model, that allows us to answer our question. This, we do it by hand, but it can also be the result of a machine learning algorithm. The question is how much. So we know the type is a regression. Because every single line is called a linear regression. So linear regression, we use math to fit these dots and generate something a whole lot like this. We did it again. Now that we have a model, we can answer our question. How much will 1.35 carat diamond cost? There are 80 diamonds on our list that are 1.35 carats. So we have to look for a small model. We eyeball a line from 1.35. Right where it crosses our model, we eyeball for a normal line. And it's right at 8,000. So there's the answer. The diamond's going to cost $8,000. Now, we get those dots and we think, well, most of those dots will lie right on the line. So it's going to be a little bit over, a little bit under 8,000, or a lot, or under. And we can figure this out too. We go back to our dots in our line, and we draw a fat envelope around the line. This is called our confidence interval. This is our model extended out to embrace most of what's there. And we're pretty confident that the future data points will also be in this envelope. Now we can see where our 1.35 carat line crosses the top and the bottom of the envelope and crosses more horizontal lines over. And this becomes the confidence interval of our estimate. So now we have a more complete story. We say our 1.35 carat diamond will cost about $8,000, but it will almost certainly be less than $10,200 and greater than $5,800. So I'd like to point out that what we just did is create a linear regression model to make a prediction without using math or computer programs. Now it's a pretty big deal. You should practice stuff. Imagine though, if instead of just weight, we had several other characteristics decided, like the color, how close it is to being white, or quality of the touch, or how many inclusions, how many more cracks, or carbon granules inside the diamond. A lot of other characteristics, those translate to more columns, which in turn translate into more dimensions from the plot. Because on the first dimension, it's hard to represent more than 2 dimensions, so consequently, it's really hard to draw a line in plane for more than 2 dimensions. This is where math comes in. They can automatically find a line in the plane that fits as close as possible to the middle of touch with dots. Just imagine, if you have instead of 15 diamonds, 15 million. And you really want to have a computer involved, otherwise it's going to take you a very long time to compute it. So the basic idea is, simple enough, you can do it with a computer. So in order to get a good answer, you need to have enough data. If you don't have enough data, you get a bit like this. You can have enough data, but it's really hard to find data. You can have something that's making sense. So you have to try again, and then just barely enough data. And you know you have to barely enough data, because at that point, you're not barely making sense. You're trying to answer the question you're trying to answer. So then, you know that is quit. You know what? That's what you can now. That is like a gorgeous sunset, clouds in the sky, those are like buildings. That is a beautiful place. I want to go there on vacation. So I use the data, and I'm able to interpret it to answer my question. So I want to go there on vacation. So that's how I knew I had barely enough data. Now, as you gather more and more data, the picture becomes clearer and clearer. And then eventually, you're able to look and make finer brain decisions to answer more questions. Now you can say, oh, you know those 3 hotels on the last day? The nearest one has fascinating architectural features. That's what I want to say. In fact, I want the room on the 3rd floor, just the second from the right. So you can sure you have barely enough data. More data, make it better. So, we can use our data to answer a question, but we're not done yet. We have to use the answer. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, it might make a sound. But if you don't use the beautiful model that you built, it definitely won't delight your customers. So, ways to use the answer we found. You can make a web service. This is something that's absolutely easy to do with Azure Machine Learning, which is better to us today. I'm going to take that. You can make a decision to run a application. Just set a price, because over the charge from the top. You can take a copy of your code on GitHub or in the Azure Machine Learning Gallery. You can write a PDF showing your results and share it around. Then you build a dashboard, say with Power BI, to show your results to potential customers or to an employer. There's lots of ways to use it, but you have to do something with it. A model or an analysis all on its own doesn't have any life. Now, there are some things to be aware of from gaps in using your model. Nearly all machine learning algorithms find that the world doesn't change. If you gather your data, and the world changes in some fundamental way, then unfortunately, your data may all be invalid. If I had gathered information on air travel right up until September 10, 2001, and then tried to make predictions about September 15, 2001, they would be completely wrong, because the world changed fundamentally. The values changed, the plans changed, and then changed on September 11. So you need to ensure that your data is relevant. The world hasn't changed fundamentally. The thing is related. Most machine learning algorithms can possibly do is learn. Now, if you're learning something about, say, internet traffic, and you're collecting a billion packets in a day, then it won't take you long to collect that cycle of internet. So you'll still be about it. But if you're studying something like global climate change, and one data point is a single year, then by the time you collected 10,000 data points, the world may have changed out from under you. Or the results of your analysis may be no longer relevant, because all of the people, and even all of the species that cared, are no longer around to benefit from the answer. The third gap is that machine learning can't tell what costs what. So, take an example. In data, we have the amount of fees consumed in pounds per person each year. just raise a chance into a similar pattern. This is more than philosophical. Another example you might be familiar with. You have a case of the hiccups. You're with your friends, and they start offering remedies. Eat a spoonful of sugar, drink 3 glasses of water, stand on your head. And you try these things in succession. Eventually, by doing one of them, your hiccups stop. Your friend will say, see, mine works. If your other friends are clever, they'll say, no, mine works. It just took a little while to kick in. In fact, you can't tell that from the experience. The data just shows that they're correlated, not that they're causally related. This example is trivial, but it's very closely related to our experience with economic recessions. There's a lot of different theories about what causes them and what ends them. And usually, successive leaders try different theories in different situations. And whatever they happen to be doing when the recession ends is given credit. But there's actually no way to know for certain based on that data alone whether it caused it or not. Another example, the name of the conference. Some things are just a coincidence. Now these gaps are not showstoppers for us. We can close them with human insight and judgment. So we're going to make reasonable guesses without having enough information. In fact, we're so good at it that we would easily make unreasonable guesses even in the presence of enough information. But we have found out the survival value of that is that even when we don't have enough information, we'll fill in the gaps and we'll fill that bridge with that extended deep until the information catches up and can close it for us. And often it'll close it exactly the way we bridged it, but occasionally it'll surprise us close it a different way. But the important thing is that not having the information doesn't stop us. So we listen to the data very carefully as far as it goes. And then I go with our gut after that. So this is a complete cycle of using data to answer a question. Look at that. Go back to the beginning. Get more data, ask another question, and go through it all again. That's the answer briefly. Related to each of these steps. Please take the time to check it out. There's a link to this video, and you go down to the comments and check it out if you want to get to the slides, which is her, if you know all these things. If you have any questions or comments, please email me, or reach out on Twitter, or on LinkedIn. I would love to chat and hear what you have to say. Thanks for listening. If you're standing back there early, you feel free to filter in. Because I ended up talking about deep learning. If you already know about deep learning, there's going to be more. So take the opportunity to ask the hard questions on the stuff that I didn't cover. If you don't know anything about it, it's obvious for you. You can be forgiven if, when reading, you